Alright, 1 out of 3 has been done. What is here? Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna we can continue investigating, but the exclamation mark is still there. Sorry, Biffy. There's practically nothing in here. Why exactly is there not one piece of usable evidence? How we got what's that and then is the time of discovery, victim location, and the name of the hospital he has moved to. Pretty shoddy for a report, but no pick to boot. Well, I guess we can start by confirming the information we can actually check for ourselves. And you know what? Speaking of shoddiness, it's the fact that Android didn't keep the picture just in case to show us. I mean, sure, memory sharing, so but it's a little bit suspicious if you think about it. Honestly. By the permission should they link into? There's something the victim said before that rubbed me the wrong way. The victim spoke about an assault, but did he really have no wounds? Oh, something happened at his neck that made him go crazy in heat, so... Well, that was an efficient way of checking that it's contacting the hospital he was checked into. Yeah, I had the same vibe. Oh, we're contacting the okay, sure. Do I get another chance to talking to that person again? This is the Trinity General Hospital SM9C109. I may be of service? Hi, I'm the detective in charge of case SBTK 57877. How's the victim I interviewed earlier? We've started seizing and stabilized all of his vitals, but he's still completely unresponsive. Mr. Wang Wei wasn't put into that state by anything I did, right? Ah, there's something I need to ask you. When the victim arrived at the hospital, did he have any noticeable wounds or signs of trauma? Let me take a look at this chart. When our patient was admitted to the hospital, it was just that he had sustained no injuries. The only sign of trauma we could find was a wound to his jaw from 13 days prior. And you're 100% sure of that? The patient's insurance calls for a full body scan, so that was all confirmed on his arrival? Just need to know those two things, thanks. He confirmed that the victim suffered no injuries for the incident directly. I will add that information to the victim's file. No injuries. Yet the victim is in a state unconsciousness. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's review. Redacted. More redacted. If they keep going with the red tape, the results of this case are going to be redacted too. Anyone trying to rank B or higher has their personal information censored on their files. This is the victim was rank A. He was quite high within the Trinity conglomerate. Well, we do say he's Trinity elite. Should we look for a connection between our victim and any sort of crime syndicate? Huh? Why a crime syndicate? For a person at such a high position in a company, there's a roughly 28% chance he turned to crime. Oh. Temptations. That's true. If that's typical for businessmen, grant me a search. Remember this guy was with Trinity? In order to achieve a rank A within Trinity, you're looking at over 50 hours of unpaid overtime per month. Sheesh. You gotta exceed all the expectations of the job assigned to you, too. If you're going to achieve that, you've got no time for anything but work and sleep. You do have no time to be sneaking up to secretly contact my bosses and the like. Seems like you do have to lose more than he gained. Nah, more like it will be physically impossible. This man's life was owned by Trinity. Yeah. But it could get around some close and really trustworthy friends that he could use while he is while he has a very high rank in the job, so Well, I mean, since I'm allowed. Yeah. Oh ho, it's a girl from the school SCHS2250. Now tell me, have you memorized the school uniforms for all the schools in the area? Even if it's well under the official attention, just doing that, it's a bit goosebump inducing. Yeah, but and a bit weird. I don't know what school I went to based on the uniform, Russ Bucket. Ow. That's a relief. I thought you were a creep. So I finally got and find me some info on this girl. Ah, Rabasa. Hello, Rabasa. AB plus. Citizenship invalidated. Insurance invalidated. This girl is a Mimi, yeah? Enlarge it, please. Since we have more pages to go. Invalidated. Residence Guard Area, North District, Section 12Z23. No criminal record. Excellent athleticism compared to our students. And no additional documents to get. Okay. A Mimi, yeah? Anyways, indeed, I can confirm that she's a cerebral type, genetically improved human. First cerebral Mimi I've seen. 17 years old, height of 170 centimeters, no criminal record. I don't think there's anything else of note here. Wow, no criminal record, huh? Hard to find these days, but must be a nice girl, huh? But some of our stuff is invalidated. One of the two students at the scene of the incident, second generation, several types genetically improved human Mimi. Hold up. Do you say it says 170 centimeters? That's what I got from her student record. At the very least, she's standing at 175 centimeters, no? On that techno program I installed earlier, there's a spatial measurement algorithm, yeah? Calculating. That's surprising. She comes in at precisely 175.1 centimeters. Right? Seems like she's putting on a few centimeters since she measured her at last. However, that's not the most surprising part. How did you figure that part out exactly? You can just tell. That is not possible. You got no special measurement programs or algorithms in your electronic eye or electronic brain. But she does have a brain. Really? I can just tell? Then how about you tell me the diameter of the headset Miss Rubasa is wearing? About 10.2 centimeters? It's exactly 10.2 centimeters. Are you sure you need me for this case, Master? Alright. I can give you a real explanation. I'm actually really good at spatial perception. Nice! No matter how good you might be, that level of precision is impossible. That might be true, but I've been training myself since I was little. Training yourself? You see that cell phone to the left of her? Yes, it kind of looks like she's crushing it. But then again, it could be one of those flip phones, the newest kind, or that one that folds like a bitch. I actually memorized the size of a number of full phone number and car models. And you use the size of that as a scale. Exactly, now you follow. So that is an extremely high degree of accuracy. But what a surprise. The results coming from an artificial intelligence like you with special algorithms are way faster and more reliable anyway. True. I mean, 50 years ago, it would be a superpower. But in today's world, it's sort of useless. Anyway, let's get back to the case. It seems like this girl from my school got a good look at her victim. But according to our peacekeeping android, there was no one paying an excessive amount of interest. That they were just having a picture that's passed by. We don't have enough evidence to say for certain. So it's good that this girl snapped something. Let's give her friend a call and see if she can send it over. My profile picture. Connecting you with the contact information registered under the student record. Before we do, yeah, let me make you see here. Wait, Kira. Wow, karate has been that much popular for so many years. Well, I gotta check through a YouTube video on how long this game is. I've seen 1 hour and 41 minutes. So, we're not gonna be in here for long. I guess I could finish all. Perhaps. Anyways, Rasa. Smitsukasa. La calls, yeah. Huh? It just hung up. Let's try again. Yeah. I can just use the shortcuts, right? I'm sorry, but we cannot connect your call at this time. Please try back later. You've been blocked. But why? What did I do? It seems like talking to this girl is not going to be possible. Well, damn. Why did she block me? Oh, shoulder freeze completed. Huh. I keep still interact with you if I want to. Cool. There's this guy that can interact, and I can interact with a lot of things, including this little poster and a trash can. You know what, trash can? Yeah. What is this? I'll get to that robot girl later. A wet container. That's an X1069, a large plastic container from the DW Corporation. Does that DVV mean don't worry, we got your shit? Usually used to supply factories that produce large amounts of chemical solutions. What do you think is in this one? Since I can't see that label in the picture, checking its contents is impossible. And it can be used as evidence. Oh, I can interact with the hand if I want to. Yeah. Examine. This is the hand of SCPD Peacekeeping Android MA1 Doo by Cheeks. Seems like the reporting officer also took a picture when it arrived on scene. It's going to the victim here? If we're going to opt the testimony, it certainly seems to be that moment. Right. Android said it snapped a picture right when it arrived on the scene. Anyways, robot girl. Yes. Now to check out Sandra Anger. She's wearing a skirt from a school uniform. That's the skirt we wore to my school. And that's a human, not an android. Ah, a human? So she's just wearing. What she's wearing for shits and giggles. She's wearing a helmet and a full body suit. Neat. So that's just in style these days? It is indeed. In fashion among a small number of students. If you're interested in this andro fashion. No, fashion is so not my thing. Mina de Trasta Maraga. I feel like it means something in English. Birthday 2053. So she's also 17 years old. But a high school student. Oh, she has a. She's trying to choose the citizenship. Insured, validated. Cool. Grad area, North District, Section 669, SO97. No criminal record, very good scores in school. Neat. Looks like she's in the same class as year as Mitsubasa. Cool. She's also just as clean as Mitsubasa, but no criminal record at all. I am a robot, beep beep boop boop. Alright. Talking about good kids. One of the two students at the scene of the incident looks like an android, but that's just a fashion trend. Looks like we'll have to update our height to 166 centimeters. So I'll try contacting the student as well. Yeah, with the fact that they're a freshman now. She obviously snapped a video or pic. Already. Yep. I'm sorry, we cannot connect your call at this time. Let me guess, she also blocked us. Please try back later. Why did you just cut me off? You think maybe Mr. Masa passed her a hint? What's out of hand? I haven't done anything yet. Unfortunate, really. That was a good chance to get our hands on some evidence, but it failed miserably. It's all your fault, B. Hey, you rusty bucket of bolts! Hey, all clear. Photo of first unseen. I'm not done. I think you've checked all the necessary parts. No, I haven't. I was spawning a chicken dead guy over there as well. God damn. Well, I don't think we found any evidence that helps our investigation. We only found one new piece of information. The moment that picture was taken, the victim's body mods were overheated. But that fact doesn't lead us to our next clue. We indeed have no further evidence to investigate. Yes, we do. Well then, you want to change our focal point here? Change our focal point? Rather than trying to find new evidence we might have missed here, let's find something to connect us to a new clue. Then have an hour to look at the spec. So what you're saying is we should expand the field of our investigation. Yeah, I'm sure it'll have something to do with the spec. Let's find something that'll lead us to our next clue. Why not? Extend the area of investigation. Spark will likely lead to a new clue. I'm gonna load back. This guy over here. Examine. We got no way of identifying this person. I mean, we don't have any reason to tie him to the case, so we can't just overlook him. Or can we, actually? There is a possibility he had something to do with the incident exactly. For real? The probability of him being involved stands at 3.14 pi with a 57% reliability. How about the investigative assistance robots in the market? How about the one with the highest price tag? I see that I have been scammed. I'm just feeding you the results that my programs are giving me. I really had my hopes up for you. Besides, I think the performance of my programming is going to let you coast into solving this case. I'm gonna use the licensed professional here. You know what? If someone even wants to buy your super pricey program, you have to be a licensed and let's stop you right here. There. Fine. Okay. Nothing. Get admitted to the main menu. We can load back where we were. Actually, let me load back it here. There's a post that I haven't interacted with. So, yeah. Might as well take my time. That's a poster for a safety campaign that started in November of 2017. That means there's a construction site around here now. There is one building that's under construction and it's right next to where the incident occurred. Is someone reviewing an old building or something? I heard that a lot of the construction reports happened about tearing down all the old narrow buildings to make way for new ones. I got the hiccups. Oh wait, I haven't interacted with this the scenery. According to the incident report, the main road here is OP04031. On the city number 031, so I know exactly where this is. It's a super famous juice bar in the neighborhood, no? What's the name of it? Are you talking about Doto Juice? Oh? Ah, yeah, that's a place. Doto O Juice went under 9 months ago. And now another shop's open there. That sucks. What? Doto O Juice went under? Now there's a tobacco shop called GM Smoking O in its place. That was my favorite juice bar. It's not my fault. It was under because it didn't order enough juice. It's not my fault. I think your ego gets you, Big B. A store wouldn't go under just because one customer stopped showing up. I was buying 50 cups a day. Maybe you did put them under. I did this on my fault. And with the dick I'm good. Wait, there's a 100% over here that I can't interact with. But maybe I will be able to from the other two. Yep, we got it. But so far, I am intrigued and I think I want to play the entire game. So yes, I am gonna wishlist for this game, and I'm getting a Papa John's message. I don't want any pizza at the moment, thank you. I am intrigued as fuck. Yes, please. Now then, I really want well, I mean, this is not gonna lead us anywhere. I mean, we can see the 100%, but well, but not detect anything out of, well, whatever this is. Graphic evidence. Yeah, definitely no, no. Also, peacekeeping Android is also a choosable option. I don't know if the game will let me try again if I don't pick the right option. So that's why I'm having a little bit of a hard time. Well, choosing. But I guess who I'll choose is going to be there's a good chance that this girl from my old school saw something. Oh, just like we can examine. The possibility is there, but not of reaching it. Is there really no other way? Communication is a two-way street. Even if one side wants it, it doesn't mean it'll happen. I've got to ask her why she blocked me. But that's what you're actually curious about? How about we pretend to be someone else? That's against the law. Let's just give up on calling the two of them. Please just tell me why! Better she's not a big garbage. She's got it enough for us. Just to be talking. But is she the only one who snapped something? According to the peacekeeping android, no one intervened during the incident. That's exactly my point. I wondered if someone uploaded something or shared a post with someone. And now we'll approach. Yeah? Maybe you can have a look around the net? What information should I be searching the network for exactly? The location and the time of the incident would be great. Let's do the location and timestamp records. That way we can find any photo taken at the scene during the time of the incident. I will run a search for just that. Thanks, homie. I'm sure you'll find something. Oh, got to put their faith in the sharing power of high school girls. Yeah. Nuts. Let's search. Thank you. 6 results. The results are ready. This much info, we should be able to run through it quick. Let's get started. I only boys check out my nudie pics on my OnlyFans page. Card prints of crime. I opened up my latest booster box, but the rest of the single super secret ultra battle rare. Oh, but a Pokemon thing. I mean, are you actually it could be cyberpunk. Oh yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, definitely. I'm an old guy who only lives to open boxes when the mood strikes. You want to see me walk the streets nude against this old loyal pan lost his last bit of cash? You're going to lose your whales. Oh wait, I can. I can press him. How is it the postulate they are still just like before? These words have a certain power that appeal to human instincts. Yes. Yes, they do. Appeal to instincts? But wait up. What's this sort of spam had to do with our case? It showed up in the search list. Because it was posted to social media, decided the incident for the card. For real. From the access data I can pull up the post. This was clearly written by a human, not an android. Cool. No android titty on my face. I mean, since I can interact with it, sure. What is this human saying? Research complete. Would you like an explanation? What's the general subject? It's about a trading card game. No, I'm not knowing. Collects the app again. Be app and arts again. There wasn't one in the entire box. It's a scam. Fact still stands that meta is getting better. Sell your human certification at a high price? Or buying at higher prices than anyone else? What are we, as a black market? Only clean certs with no history of crime or fraud. I report this all liability of also the customer. Ooh. Selling human certifications? Seems as though access to that information has been blocked. He's gone deep into illegal territory. Yeah, this is a sort of illegal that will never be allowed. How does one sell a certification exactly? How can I explain? You know how there's authentication data that can't be fabricated? Proving that the person is a real human? Without that data, even someone claiming to be a real human would be treated like an artificial intelligence or a computer program. Exactly? That's the sort of certification this person claims to be buying and selling? Does that mean they're revoking their own humanity? Since you can't get it back when it's gone, I guess so? Once the person hands over their authentication, could you no longer be treated as a human? Karen loves you. Thank you, but I don't love you, stranger. Heard things going down pipeline water needing 2 days to hook up. I only have to burn tonight. Anyone have any shop recommendations? This new place that got legit offers. Need the location. I understand you. Yeah, please. Considering the difference this guy is using, he seems to be a data broker. So this person is fishing for information by using jargon that data brokers use. Huh? Have you never seen a data broker at work? I saw a number of data brokers come into Key's shop while I was there, but I didn't actually get to see them at work. The data brokers I've seen all talk like this. I'll run a search on it. No, let's just go find one later on. We're going to work as a detective, there will be times you'll have to buy your info. When you do, make sure to keep both cameras on them. Ready. Oh, this is the picture we were looking for. Girls, I saw someone with the base chica. What? I'm gonna just Well, hello, a bad though. This is shut up, definitely though. Someone shut it. Tell your boys started screaming and sipping raw awful. Next month everyone is up for you. Am I skilled? I only like 2.5 hours. For 2.5 hours. Wow, bro, lol. They only picked 3 from 20k. Try this work around and building my brain. Whatever, I'm going to get in. Anyways. This is it! That's a nice censorship. Thank you. Yeah, sure, enlarge. What is this? I need this picture to be even more enlarged so we could check properly. Yep, this is our birthday suited man, right? Alright. to come through the social media. The times line up with the pictures submitted as evidence by the Android. No, don't want to do that again. Unless I get a fuller picture of this picture. In other words, we have 2 angles now. Wait a minute. What is this, Mr. Officer? Yeah, it does look like it came. It's just something dropped from the officer, unless he unplugged it from this guy. Yep. Anyways, the location is the same too, yes? Same exact location. Then we got it! This is our photo! If that's the difference, I think this photo being taken and uploaded is only 1 second. So she just added the sticker over the top and uploaded it right after. Looks like we now have a new piece of evidence. Should I upload to social media? Should I have the scene taken by... yep, thank you, Madam Citizen. Aye, prepare the pic for the invest. Upon getting these 2 photographs, we are now able to make a scene recreation. Would you still prefer to just look at the photo? I don't know how you can recreate this scene from 2 pictures, but what's that? This is one of the main selling points of the techno program. But perhaps you not know about this feature? No. No, I know. Of course I do. Scene recreations. Once you exit out of the social media survey, I'll make preparations to enter the recreation. Right. Yep, we're outie. Neil? Yo. If it isn't me, the girl who I missed because of her good friend. But this is my best friend of 20 years. Mr. Me Dice himself. I'm working, but what is it? What the what? Working? Yeah, what I normally do, detective work. I told you to get out there and spend some moolah. Turn the back message. With how much you have, you should be putting it back into the economy. Ah, that's right, you can't leave your house. Dude, are you looking for an early grave? Ha ha ha! Just pulling your leg a bit. Just joshing around. No matter how much I made for you, you should learn to take a joke. This is that right, pal? Alright, Joker? If you can't just drop my nose in it. Jen. Wait, no, you can't be for real. Is it you found another case to make some money on? If that's the case, I'll just trust you to invest. No, it ain't like that, B. Let's use this cash to take a breather before we move on to the next thing, yeah? When it's time for a break, we got to learn how to put our feet up. Ha ha ha. Okay, then it has to be enough to really rest on. I just sent a message your way. Huh? This is from the bank, no? It is. And they finally sent it? Notice of deposit, homie. Whoa, what? They finally deposited the money? Fuck yeah, I did that. The whole boatload. Sarah. Option to unzero to that because I don't care about swear words much, and no. Well, oh well. Guess we'll take it just like this. I finally got a call from those stranded bitches. Bitch asses. Right? B-I-T-T-H. Yep, bitch asses. Where'd you get all this cash? You sure it ain't dirty? They'll be looking into the transaction, knowledge jazz. So then what happened? Ha 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 ha! It's me we're talking about. Who do you think you're talking to? Here we go again. The man who, for the dregs of the coin world, tried for 11 years. The true winner. Never one Higgins returned on investment is all of Soul City. Mr. Main Character himself. The guy who, with a single investment, and a yearly profit of a whole country. The man who earned more than you can make in a century. No, a millennium. The prince who earned you a fortune of 3 billion yen. 3 and more than a half. Wow. For your good friend Neil, there's always a way, no? So I asked, what did you do? I sent them some dough. Figures. That's right, you're coming today, right? We said we were going to have dinner, no? Yeah, of course I remember. Might be a bit hard of an ask, though. What? You think you can't come? Dude, you just cooking as we... about that. You don't think you're the only person who invested their money, do you? Other people I earned money for are super grateful. This is due to a party for me, and what's a man supposed to do? I got no choice but to go, no? So you're tossing aside your good friend to go party? No, Chica, they let it at the super expensive club, then. Whatever, go ahead and go. So you're headed to the club? Ha! Ha ha! No. About the dance tonight, that way I'm going to need a hell of an enchanter. Back at the enchanters? If you keep taking those, your bones are going to rot. Not a chance. I even know I bought a shop that sells the finest shit you'll ever had. You should head over and take a head for yourself. Want the address? I'm not going to take a head of anything. Alright. You've been like this since nursery school. While everyone was playing around, you were always... kind of crap and gall already. Hahaha. Sorry. No, usually I'm sorry I couldn't make it. Whatever, punk. And since I can't make it today, I got you a present that's hella sick and hella expensive. I already pulled out all the stops. Alright. Yeah, I hear you. Go to get back to war. Oh, that be. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for investing in me. This present is really going to be something else. And then something else will come up tomorrow now. That's thanks, bitch! I'm trying to give a genuine tank. One bitch than ever. I knew this would happen. I gotta. I'm saving this into my mental bank for something. I knew he did ditch us or something else. Dimension 4G is ready for access. Can we set it up then? That is correct. Wait, I want to check the messages. But I got access. So let's go. Yay, movie. Oh, messages. Try the bang. Jesus. Alright. More tab stuff. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, it's all cleared. Yes. Let's watch. Game arrived with entire creation. 6 things, cool. Wow! That is the scene recreation you were talking about before. Maybe you have 2 photos of the same place and recreation becomes possible. Ooh! Enga! Which one over here is empty? Recreation can't enter anything that wasn't cut in the picture. Right, of course. However, it seems to assume that anything here is faithful with the depiction of the things in that picture. Great! I finally get to go to an actual crime scene. Why can't you exactly go in real life too? Here? Wait, did I? Or unless I missed something at the beginning, or just forgot actually. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, sure. Breaking news. Big huge cock. I'm seeing an angel stint in his front half either, huh? I see no glaring wounds. Out of sheer curiosity, AI, Grog, show his cock. Are you sure about the part you can't see? Maybe you want to find that out on the secret well. Ah! Look at that, please. The alien question is currently not visible. Okay. Well, the 6 complete. I'll go with this. That probably best use instead. Onto the neck. Yeah. There's a knife stuck in there! Give me a more precise butterfly knife. What's that doing here? The 3D render was successful. Precision analysis is now possible. Precision analysis? It's a function that allows a 3D investigation into objects. From the interaction menu, just select the analyze function. Interact with this object once more to start the 3D precision analysis. Set from tactile, yep. Take a closer look at the evidence. You found something that's super relevant to your case. Well, I prepared precision analysis mode to offer you a professional way of getting a closer look. Thanks. You're unable to leave analysis mode until you found all the important clues? What? Analysis mode won't close. That means there are important bits you haven't found. So take a closer look once more. Thanks. Have you checked the notification telling you that you have finished analyzing the evidence? Congrats! You've taken one more step towards succeeding as a professional detective. Alright. Yeah, let's check the handle. Whoa! Aha! So the blade fits into the grips just like this. That's what makes butterfly knives so portable. That small light design makes them perfect for that. So just maybe, it's quite useful for slicing things, but it also makes it difficult to stab with. I have it listed as quite lacking in lethality. Thank you, I was really looking for a lesson like that. Alright. Yeah, boop. And then the sharp part itself. Is it supposed to look like that or is it broken? It looks like it's broken. It doesn't look like there are smudges of any kind. The scan isn't coming back with anything either. Okay, maybe it's natural, this design. I have the knife to look like this. This looks cool. Sure. In fact, it's in really good condition. It's like it's never been used a single time. Alright. We're done with this. And as is the butterfly knife is complete. There was a whole lot to be found on it though. What's the brand new knife doing stuck in the ground? Information lagging to pass judgment. That knife is completely out of left field. A full of alarm that found at the scene of the incident shows no signs of use. Well then. Can we see what's inside the shoe? I know what's inside the shoe. These guys are clothes. This is my first time seeing them. You think our culprit approached the victim and... No, there's no way. Why are you immediately ruling that out? You think after rendering a person on the street perfectly unresponsive, they would rip his clothes and escape? If you don't get to the bottom of this case, that will remain our most likely possibility. Nah, I really don't think that's it. Ugh, why did I have to be assigned the case with the perv? And unintentional, perhaps. Anyways, what is this over here? Yes. Something's falling here and smoking. Just like our object before, we were able to get out the precision analysis. Interact with this object once more to start the 3D precision analysis. Yep. Contrast? Wait, what does that word mean? The scene of being slightly different from something else in this juxtaposition or close association. Ah. Okay, that's understandable why an option such as this is there. Anyways, yeah. Oh, it's dirty. And look how it looks like an USB. Huh? If you press it, it goes in. But it looks burnt up now. Not now. It completely looks like it's burnt up. It's not just dirt. Please press it once more. I'll play about how this operates. Jackass. Yeah, press this. Oh! I think it's the end of the it's the terminal. It looks sort of like a memory stick. I'm sure this is an output terminal, but what is its function? Figuring that out won't be easy. How much less is the grid in here? It's so charged though that I can't make it out. There's a good chance it's a product name or a serial number. Gee, thanks. Any more information on that? Shall I already started to that before it became so charged? What? You're able to restore items? The tactile algorithm is able to analyze over 100 types of burn patterns. Not a lot. Destination complete with a 99.45% accuracy. Hey, that's the code DSTT. You're back! What? Sickle DSTTR4 and the word Yamata stamped on it. Also see the word Magikan. Haven't heard of those before. Is this a memory stick? Looks sort of like what, no? It's more likely to be a tool used for crime. A net search provides no further details. Would you happen to have an account that would let me access the closed networks criminals use? The one I had was shut down last week. If we could just gain access to their networks, would you be able to glean more data about this? Are you sure this is something lowlifes use? My search has pulled up a number of ads saying that if you want to get your hands on this item, contact so-and-so through a certain closed network. If we're wanting to access all the data down there, I think the broker is more efficient and reliable. Contact me with Baby from my contacts. Call connecting Baby. Yeah, sure. Hello, Christmas child. Hello, valid customer. Ah, Baby, it's me, B. Regarding? No humanity, this one. Zero human touch. I'm hanging up. Hold up! I'm looking for info. Info on? An object we found at this crime scene? I'll send you the picture. This is a Magikan. What's that? Well, that was a bit for real. I said just payment. Check it out. You sent wrong. No, I said the right amount. There's one more zero at the end. I just made a decent amount of money. But I've got to use it when I need to. Ha 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 ha. I just made a lot. Yeah. Even about a tactile. I've been wanting to buy one for a while now. Hold up now. How do you know that? Data broker. Are you running a search on me? I'm hanging up. Hey, I paid you, so where's my data broker? The Megagon is an electronic brain hacking device. Need more? How about functions and operation? Sending. Here's the Megagon product manual. Best partner for any criminal, introducing the Magikan. You might also select electronic brain when an explosive DDoS attack. Good ability boasting 100 plus uses. Eject immediately for a successful neutralization before sliding back in. Commit your crime in a flash for a quick escape. Yeah, enlarging and next page. Disclaimer: the warning this does not guarantee a 100% success rate. May fail depending on body mod, security features. Not touch a Magikan when it's in use. The device gets extremely hot to the touch. The seller carries no liability for this product or its use. You Immobilizes the electronic brain. Yeah. So it goes straight over the victim's electronic brain. Checked immediately before sliding back in. I should have had a thorough look to this manual. It looks like this pic was taken right after this injection took place. Next page. What's written here? The letters are so small. I'll increase the font. Thanks. It seems they wrote the vine print in the corner in a 1-point font size. This is the same everywhere you go, hiding the vine print. Do not touch the magic gun when it's used. The device gets extremely hot to the touch. Expensive charge on the device. Considering this device failed to completely incapacitate the victim, you can assume that this security backup systems must have been quite high class. That help? Yes, Big T-I-L, thanks to you. Thank you, I love you. This is our weapon. Later, as I thought Bibbles comes through, I've added this document to your database. Analysis of the Magicon complete. Well, we found a tool that led to the incident. So who was our criminal? We're now close to answering that question. I get up out of the scene of the incident. Yep. Alright. Oh, yeah, it's connected to the robot dude. Bandages. Yeah, let's look at the information, sure. This is a Trinity construction demolition notice. Seems like Soul City is getting another Trinity-owned building. Trinity Construction is in charge? That's the permit number on the notice, yeah? Yes, the information is posted. Did you do a quick search of that number on the web? Trinity is always one to leave behind a paper trail, so we should find the number of the documents. Indeed, a search has turned up 32 in total. Are there any from the day of the incident? That brings the number down to 2. The first document is a site construction log. Okay, enlargement time. Start time 6 and finish time is also 6. Our team complete site leveling, completed survey of site to be demolished. Demolition team set. Human team completed the scaffolding for paint job. Started waterproofing paint job on building 1. Okay. Order 30 bags of cement for foundation complete. Expect to arrive on the same day. Paint work on building 1. Expect to pay finish tomorrow. Okay. The day of the incident, work on the site started at 6 in the morning. Work ended at 6:02 in the evening. That's over an hour before our incident. That means the workers and handlers wouldn't be witnesses. Most of the demolition of the previous structure has been finished. It seems like they are currently working at destroying the foundation. So that makes this building number 1. From the street, the building being demolished is the one on the left. Can't really see much of it from here. Work log, thank you. The second document is a delivery confirmation photograph. Delivery confirmation? Why did that show up in your search? The picture was taken at 7:23 on the day in question, uploaded by a delivery android. 7:23? Only 8 minutes before the incident! Right? That is correct. But the criminals are nowhere to be found! That is also correct. Why is there gotta be no progress despite everything we found? So the huh? There's something different from the recreation here. Alright, I'm back. I had some issues that I need to take care of for a little bit, and holy shit, 3 hours and 30 minutes. This one's gonna be a little bit tough to edit out, but I will do it. And if I'm gonna be late with this, I'm sorry. Anyways, there's something different from the recreation here. The bags of cement have gotten a bit damp, but I don't see anything else that changed. That's not the part I noticed. Which part? Actually, we need to give this a thorough look. We need to look at this picture and the recreation side by side. I'll show you the difference myself. Okay. Contrast application ready. Straight from tactile. Okay. Oh yeah, some things are knocked over. For starters, yeah. So you need to find the differences between the two things in a professional manner. Well then, let me introduce Codex mode to help you style. Okay. Right on top of the screen, you can see the goal of Codex mode and how many differences you need to find. Alien language, cool. Yeah, that's why the difference selected in the picture on the left and the corresponding part on the right. Okay, if you find differences that line up with your objective, leave that part to me. I can assure you of a 100% accuracy rate. Okay. I don't have. Well, there is a big difference between this picture and that. There's like two people over here, duh. But, anyways, there's something good over here, so I'm gonna click on. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna click on that one. Well, not the barrels exactly. Sure. Sweet. Oh, thanks. This plastic canister has been knocked over. Yes. Oh, okay, it's just a metal thingy. Not everyone's looking at it closely. It certainly has been. But how exactly did that happen? The BH's got that tiny difference despite. But thanks to that, I got that read of the label, and now we know the contents of those containers. Waterproof paint. They were holding a waterproof paint. Got it, thanks. Now I can answer that question. I don't feel much sincerity there. I mean, I could have reasoned out that much. The construction log before said they were working with paint today. Yep. So of course they were holding paint. The paint containers aren't the only difference. The old structure holding the paint containers is gone. Take a look. Only one of the supports is still there. It's only part of the iron rod that was there. Why did they do this to the scaffolding of the paint? Any guesses? Still can't say. Well, dang. The construction log says that scaffolding was set up for the painting job. But if they finished it up well enough, they probably removed the structure to move on. Since most of the painting is done, that will explain this paint can rolling around. As they were removing the structure, it ended up being quitting time. That's why only this one rod was left behind. That's a good line of reasoning based on the information we found. However, the paint job is far from finished. So they're still working on it! Maybe they removed it because it was stopping out that much? And the chances of that being the case are not zero. And the chances of that being the cases are is there a tiny chance? And the chances of that being the case are I'm just trying to force my case. Let's think of our possibilities. Well then. It must have happened because the structure collapsed. There's no reason why that fits so well. I reckon said he was burning hard. so much so that he ripped off all his clothes. That would have caused quite a fuss. Yes, considering our man's enormous stature, he probably smashed up the area as he did it. Now we're getting somewhere. And that's the workers. Based on your reasoning and the evidence that turned up, I'll go ahead and update the scene of that incident. Oh! Thanks. Oh. Wait, I don't see any new evidence. This decoration is extremely intricate, showing a 98.9% likeness to the actual scene. Alright. Due to the 98.9% likeness, there should be a collapse structure here, yes? Using the location and angle of the paint container on the ground, you can estimate where the structure should be. But this paint container is empty. It fell from that height, but no paint spilled out onto the ground. Since just coating, it would be transparent. It must be that they put a transparent coating on this wall. In that case, we wouldn't even know if any paint was spilled. Yes, we would. But you said it was transparent within this dimension 4D recreation. If we have sufficient data on the components we want to investigate, we can conduct a precision component analysis using our filter algorithm. Let me just create a forensic green filter for the component. Just like that. Oh, footprints. Just like that. The power size is truly incredible. By the way, we have messages. Now we can look for traces of that paint. Footprints. Yeah, I'd rather. Is there footprints leading that way from the alley? Of the two sets, we can see that the set on the right belongs to our SCPD android. That the ones on the left, oh, yeah, that definitely belongs to our victim. Or it could be the perpetrator. Go back to the starting viewpoint of the recreation. Transition complete. Oh, there's paint everywhere. Well, let's get to the bottom of this paint business. Thanks. Still got access to messages. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll get more professional look at the scene. Filters have been added in order to highlight certain components. Press the active filter mode. Okay. Press the. Oh, it's just move around the mouse. There was pretty switch between filters that can be activated. Okay. Each filter activated also adds a new investigation counter. In order to finish an investigation, the investigation counter needs to be completed for each filter. There's no need to worry just because of more filters and more counters need filling. Your detective notebook allows you to see all points of interest and the progress you made towards finding them. Cool. And we're moving on to other things, even though I had one more thing to investigate. Well... You know what? Let's take a smoke break. I'll see what this at the spot. And I'm gonna come back on the other day because it's getting a little bit too late. And I don't want to disturb people who want to sleep. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm coming back. Where was I again? Oh, I'm right here. Oh yeah, now I remember. We can do this. Which... I guess I'll start with the officer over here. Sure. The squad? A lot of paint on this android. Check out the spots where the paint got onto him. That plus the two sets of footprints leading out for the alley. There's only one assumption that can be made from those two clues. What might that be? It tells us where our two people were when they were drenched in paint. If we want to confirm that, we'll need a clue regarding the paint that is destroyed. Do you think we can apply this paint filter to the picture submitted by the PK droid? We can. I will prepare it right away. Thank you. Point out. Ah, hey, awesome. Complete. What is the significance of the paint of the android? As expected, he's got more paint at the back of his head. See, we are hoping to compare the difference between the paint of an android and the victim. And outline the reasoning. B, we got 3 clues. The footprints leading out to the alley. The paint splash at the front of the peacekeeping android. And more paint having been splashed in the victim's bag. And what you can figure out from those 3 clues is... which person was in the back, the person who was sprayed the reception. This one. The PK droid was behind the victim! That's what they were positioned with the paint fell because there were victims spreading around. You can tell because the paint must have fallen between our 2 people. That explains why more is on a victim's back and how a similar amount splattered our android. After hearing your logic B, we figured out the difference in paint splatter. There's also a difference in the height of the paint markings on both of them. I mean, that could just be because of their different heights. Is there anything else you need to check? No. I have checked that everything has been confirmed. Alright. No. We can still like this. We can check the subject right over here. Yeah, please. Most of the shirts of the victim's clothes have paint smears on them. The shoe he took up also has paint on it. Seems like the actual incident didn't take place right here on this main road. And then... here? Right behind the guy? There's just a bit of paint at the victim's face. Or they're pointing out the guy. On the other hand, there isn't a drop on his body. But there's paint all over his clothes. So you guess there's no paint on his body, but all over his face and clothes. The second one is not possible given that he was, well, in the heat, thanks to whatever virus USB was having for breakfast. Yeah. He must have gotten splattered while he was wearing his clothes. A fair piece of logical deduction. Our victim was excluded when he got drenched, intentionally or unintentionally. After that, he tore his clothes off. And we're done? Yeah. At least, I guess we're done with the paint part. We can turn this off. And go to the... Oh! Are you the only last one I have to deal with? Yeah. Sure. He looks quite beside himself. Even androids are allowed to be caught off guard by situations like these. That certainly would be. And something else. That droid has a bunch of cracks in him. So are those parts that needed to be repaired? Cracks, huh? Awesome. I think that's a wrap. Seems like we gathered all the pieces we need to make sense of our case. Yay! Then shall we organize those pieces? It would be nice if you could help. Then let's begin with the case cleanup. Who's the paper of the citizens? Based on the facts we found that the reasoning suggested, we need to begin by confirming the 3 particulars of case SBTK 57877. Our culprit, the tool used, and our crime scene. Now you're giving me dash with the choose the mysterious headed person I couldn't choose before? Well, damn me. I'll go. Let's make the victim himself. I'm probably not right. But what's used to commit the crime? It was these. What the incident? Well, yeah, sure. Maybe at the back here, somewhere. Definitely going to be around. Well, duh. Okay. Then can I? Oh, I can try this again. So at least we know that he himself is not at fault. Then it's either this person or still his shoelace. So I'm gonna try the shoelace first. Yeah, figures. Then I guess we can go with the mystery person. Then don't tell me that the android is actually like I initially thought long before. It's actually at fault. What? But why though? In this case, the PK droid used a Mayacon hacking tool in the end to assault their victim. Indeed. Yet, where does that leave us? Where did we go wrong? No, our investigation didn't take any wrong turns. However, the case couldn't have happened like that. Yeah, that droid could never harm a human. Yes, but maybe there's a case of someone dressed up as an android, or that android got hacked, perhaps, by somebody, and then did some shitty crap. No matter what occurred, anyways. That is correct. Not without said humans express permission. That android couldn't even come into contact with that human. But where does that leave us? I mean, regarding the facts we've gathered, yet the facts don't have any logical sense, then let's think about it. How could the perp have pulled it off? The busy android is no android. Somebody could dress up as one, perhaps. I'll go with the first one. The peacekeeping android is no droid. Looks like I'm gonna be correct, and in case I'm wrong, it's actually a human. Perhaps it wasn't an android, but a human instead? Because it's an android, none of this is possible. What? A person? If it were a person, it all fits. All problems resolved. No problems left. There are no conflicts in your logic. You really think so? No way. Mori. Did you really just throw that out there? No! I thought it threw backward and forward. Come on, let's focus on our android. That might just be a human. It is currently wearing the android ID choker that all humanoid androids are required to wear. From here, I don't see anything sus about it. This one is from a Trinity catalog advertising each particular model. Paralyzed infection, guaranteed 120 hours separation time. 32 fantastic add-ons. Damn. And he tall. And kilos. If you look at them side by side, you should spot a difference. Perhaps. Oh, wait! Wait, I already see the difference! It's on red! There's definitely a difference, but... Huh? This model is 100 centimeters? 190 centimeters? Yep. Promotion site on the internet. It clearly lists as it's listed at 190. This week it's not 190 centimeters. This week it's not 190 centimeters! And the cap's color beam's different as well. At best, it comes up to 186. Just gotta look for peacekeeping Android TIN930. And let's just rent the Salt City free of charge. I thought this thing was SAS, but is it really not an Android? I also had my suspicions, but are you actually just guessing? Besides just a height! Hey, load up your contrast tab! Found 2 different parts. Well, I guess I can settle with this cap. How do I confirm this? Oh yeah, I have to press back. To here. Why is this part different? The camera lens is a different color, yep. The peacekeeping androids are mass-produced, uniform, and non-customizable. So the SCPD takes care about the maintenance for this model. Also, what other part that is different exactly? We shall see after this one, I guess. The transportation department is in charge of that. Ah, that sounds right. And because these peacekeeping androids were provided by Trinity free of charge. If so, they're short on replacement parts. Okay, what would be next? Oh, wait, what? Hands? Well, and there's this. I guess I'll go with the hands next. Nope. Okay, then I guess the belly area. Oh! Oh! I guess the whole sure. This dorsal section is different. You could tell that with your naked eye. This part of the robot is super thin, jackass. So a human couldn't pull that off. It's amazing nobody noticed that before. I mean, it's sort of human nature. We don't pay attention to the things we see, legit, every day. That's what this guy was counting on. So just like I thought, we are dealing with an evil robot over here that's been sent out by somebody. Actually, wait, no. It's a human who's dressed as a robot that we're dealing with. We've gathered enough evidence that suggests that this is a human parodying about as an android. I think that humans would disguise themselves as androids. Yeah. A human is pretending to be an android. Cleanup complete. Yay. There's Dragon Ball Fighters music. Victory. I will prepare the document to be submitted to the SCPD. The document will be completed in roughly 3 minutes. So I'll send it out right when it's finished. Thank you. Is that so? Let's not send it! Oh. And what are you suggesting we do? Don't get the wrong idea, just give me a sec. What's going to happen if we send that to the SCPD? They'll put the criminal behind bars and get us out of board. Exactly, they'll do just that. I'll contact that psychiatrist ward since they're going to have their patient. It's because we know nothing right now. Aren't you curious why this person dressed up or why they attacked our victim? I am curious about the truth behind this case. Right, we should interrogate our suspect. Can you check where the speaker is now? I can search for a location using the SCPD servers. GPS signal locked. Coordinates received successfully. Good! Then let's go! Sweet. Oh, awesome. More advice. To make sure you're not wasting your time wandering off somewhere, I prepared a navigation system that will guide you only to places related to your investigation. Cool. You can find where you need to go from your current location by tracing out a connecting path. Just move your cursor to where you want to go. The map doesn't just give you a brief description of the locations, but also information on the people you can meet there. So let's go catch a criminal? Sure. And I guess B can actually go inside. She just chose not to. And other things, I guess. But I said the criminal was located a small alleyway with few people around. But can we handle whoa! 3D gameplay? But can we handle the physical force that you might... Oh, wait. We're playing as a robot. So, okay, cool. But can we handle that person if he physically fights back? The GPS coordinates we're tracking led to this alleyway. What's that human doing in such a dark, dingy place? We shall see. Anyways, yay! We can play as a PlayStation 5 robot. Okay, nothing in the bags. And I need to worry about, and there's that suspicious little bastard. The way he looks. It's so adorable! Cool, I'm definitely getting the full game. Or maybe it's gonna be split into multiple episodes. And then we'll need to buy each one. I'm definitely buying each and every episode that comes out. I really like this game. And I like wrecking my brain a lot about thinking about things. It's about time I see like, oh. Hello, I'm SCP, peacekeeping android. I got number MA122 butt cheeks. Right. What can I help you with? What are you even doing here? Apologies, but we don't offer peacekeeping services to androids. Walking around outside like this, guess no one can tell I'm human? 198-206-252019B. Why can't you go outside? I'm the detective who contacted you about the case SBTK by 7877 earlier. Level 2 civilian registration confirmed? What can I help you with, detective? I have a few questions about the incident that took place before. My apologies, but I have no new information for you. Other information can be found in the submitted documents. All this information was supplied during our previous call. A typical PK droid answer. I don't understand your statement. I will speak with my perp. And that would be none other than you. Clash mode isn't so sharp, but it could cut. Oh, boy. So you want to walk away from a battle of logic? Looking at the professional? Well, let's start up Clash mode, a more intense version of Talk mode. Oh, fantastic. During your first battle of logic, the other party will present their new arguments. Once you put forward a request or argument, the other party's panel appears. So you want to root out, refute, or simply smash your opponent's claims? Great! Let's present the evidence we have and show them the truth. You only have 4 opportunities to present the correct evidence. However, successfully presenting the correct evidence will restore all of those opportunities for the next shot. Ah. Yeah, I'm supposed, of course. If you exhaust all your opportunities and fail to present the correct evidence, use this battle of wits and the story comes to a close. You can start over from right before the most recent point to present, so try it once more to get to the bottom of the case. Okay, so no start to go from the last save, which by the way I didn't save for quite a bit at this point. Oh, and speaking of saves, I've started to follow the developer's Twitter, and I found out that there are different color of vape smokes with different saves apparently. I didn't notice that earlier, but I will definitely know when I'm gonna edit this video, I suppose. So, anyway, time to battle. Words against words. Female against male. Who will win this? Have you by chance taken something? What? I think you should rethink your previous claim. So you're claiming that this was no accident but a crime? Furthermore, you're claiming that I was the culprit. These are not the words of someone in their right mind. I'm good. Nope, there's no claim but the truth. Before he was sent to the hospital, I'm gonna fight back, bitch. If you look at this case from a rational perspective, I would see the claim is baseless. I stared at the scene for over 30 minutes, but I saw nothing to suggest that it was the case. Without a witness or a suspect, it's simply a case of someone losing his mind. For human or android, it's the only judgment that makes sense. What about the USB? That's grabbed, which gave me the chance to bring it up. I changed it to. Oh, we're losing slightly. I changed it to fair to assume that this incident is simply a case of malfunctioning body mods. But we'll be able to find a new evidence that completely changes the story. Go, girl! And pretending to say that a human found evidence that an android could not? Fine! Show me proof that case SBTK 570877 was perpetrated by a culprit and not body mods. The incident was an accident. This one. Let's start with this one. Yeah, thank you. We found the doctors at the crime scene. It's oh, you're panicking. It's called a Magicon, an electronic brain hacking device. I see. Huh? You seem to have calmed down quickly. I was simply surprised that you discovered a new piece of evidence. I'll send over the product manual too, so have a good luck. I had scanned the document. This information did not come from the SCPD database or any specific location on the network. Because it's specifically used by criminals. That much is sort of a given. But just because you got the documentation, that does not mean this object exists. What was that? And even if this device actually does exist, it's impossible to prove it was ever at the scene of the crime. You think I would have called you without getting everything ready first? So, my next piece of evidence. A second pic of the crime scene. I was thinking at the same time as a pig, but from the opposite vantage point! Of course. That was what you got out of me. I was at to suspect those high school girls. Where is this coming from? Right when he approached, she took a photo and checked out the victim. Yeah, it's you're definitely the carpet, you little bastard. Those two high school girls grabbed something at the ground. They ran off. If that's where the medical con you spoke before, that would make those two girls prime suspects in our investigation. Take a detective. Actually, none of them had the criminal record. Yes. You think you would accuse innocent girl? But that statement you just made. Do you think it makes any sense at all? What's that? You trying to pick a fight or something? That's because you have no record. They couldn't have done this. That statement has no logic to back it up. You've got a point. To think such an illogical statement, but... Alright, hold up. That's not the point I wanted to make here. I wanted to bring out the thing that makes the least sense. Why did you not mention those girls before? You said there was no one source of the scene! Yeah! Because I had no concrete reason to suspect them. But now you do? Did I have to blame something on someone else? Are you really going to see that now, you creep? They weren't suspicious then, but they are now? Exactly! It's perfectly obvious why. At the time I found the victim, I knew nothing of any weapon. I think they ran off with something, but that's no reason to suspect them for a crime. Plus the hot object doesn't even look like a weapon. It isn't right to judge a few girls just because they dropped something. Even if I were to give you that point and 100 others, I'm pointing to figure out you for this. You? Seems like you have no clue. I don't know why your rating stands at 2.9. Why are you bringing that up? Because you're presenting a useless mess of evidence. From where I'm standing, you're speaking an illogical speed of nonsense. Still, I can see that you made an effort, human. So go ahead and file the criminal report on those girls and signal that this is finished. And though you haven't noticed, there is simply no other way forward. No that there's no going back now. What's that supposed to mean? Everything I record 24 hours a day is streamed in real time to SCP-D HQ. That's proof that things are playing out in real time. I will send you a document from the SCPD. And I guess the SPD discovering Android doing MA1 doo-doo butt cheeks. The SPD here by confirms that Android MA1 doo-doo butt cheeks has been operating for the past 95 hours. So that's Android's latest inspection and operationalized. Okay. An official report, yeah. This is an actual SCPD document? But there's a more important fact here. For their receptionary evidence, she should have fundamental flaw. A fundamental flaw? The picture that captured that weapon. Where did you get it? From the schoolgirl's social media account? Of course. But your assumptions and your evidence are from a picture taken by a schoolgirl. And remember, the source of said photo is unclear. And the likelihood of tampering is... Hold up. Now you're going to see that the pic was fabricated? And what evidence do you have for that? You're quite mistaken. The one who has to prove the picture's credibility is actually you! Is that right? Proving the credibility of a piece of evidence is the responsibility of an investigator. In other words, you! Upon discovery of a victim, crime scene photos are taken and submitted as SCPD evidence. A photo taken by one who might be a culprit, I do see the likelihood of alteration to be high. Which picture can we trust more? Wait a second, let's calm down and... Acceptable. In this case, how about you submit from that this photo wasn't a doctorate? Okay. Yeah, let's show. I hope this one is going to show the shared version of that USB. Yeah. They're gonna post the picture on her own social media account. Why would she do that if you're right? Try to throw a wrench into the investigation by putting doctorate photos out on the net? Alright, let's talk about that. The time at the pic you took and the girls are exactly the same. The difference between the shutter going up and the upload was only a single second. The moment of her taking the pic, she doctored the entire photo and uploaded it. I didn't say she didn't have the time. But if she was ready to commit a crime and prepared accordingly... Oh god. It's not outside the realm of possibility. If she prepped her plate beforehand, she could have doctored and uploaded it right away. Ugh. I don't like it, but I have nothing to refute that. I just got this. I think I had the wrong idea about these kids. They're just kind girls who were headed back from school. In fact, they never even committed the crime. They never even missed a day of school. You know how precious a commodity like that is in Soul City. According to the data, 2.4%. There's no way that such kind children would ruin their lives like that. Especially with something like undressing an old dude. Yeah, why would underage girls do that? To a guy. It's not impossible though. It could happen. The likelihood is there. Most of all, you can't prove the opposite. Yeah, I feel like I'm almost there. Yeah, I guess I have to choose no evidence. Yeah. I'm sorry. But I just don't have the evidence. Of course you don't. How are you supposed to prove the credibility of fabricated false evidence? I'll make sure to prepare evidence without these promises in the future. I'm sorry, but there is no future. I'm going to have to submit a record of our talk directly to the SCPD. I've set for 5 whole minutes. I had to submit a reason for holding my patrol to HQ, and I've still got one thing I haven't shown you. Proof of the perp even you can't refute. Proof about the perpetrator. Yeah. Exactly. New rock-hard evidence. You three are something else. You simply refuse to give up. Thanks to humanity. Honestly respect that. It's simply a terrible logic. But since you're human, that is possible. You little. Show me. Show me the proof that proves me the culprit. Good, I'll just do that. This perfect proof you just can't prove wrong. Oh, I thought that was nothing. But no, never mind. I was sitting for a second. Thought, wait, what? There's the. I can't prove this with anything. What? Yeah. We can go with this, and if that doesn't work. Well, we can go with that one. This could be also a good case, in case this one doesn't work either. Anyways, yeah, let's start with that one. I took a look at the catalog showing details on your model. Your specs are quite different. That's. So what? What's the problem with how I look? Your camera lens is a different color. The lens died, so I had it replaced. Your whole torso is different. We had the right to change parts when we please. Then why are you so short? My parts. I changed out a bunch of them. You've got the wrong idea here. After this grounds claim that I am the culprit, you think everything about me is suspicious? Yes. Come on, if you're so upset, open up and cool off. If you got all the new parts like you say, open up and show them off to me. I had the right to refuse such an unjust request. If you wish to pursue such a path, get a warrant. Why not do something that's so easy to prove? I'm no human, so what proof would you have to prove I'm not human? Thank you. Your remark gave me an idea. Got something to show me? That is correct. Proof that I cannot be human. Like monitoring functions guidelines for the city of Soul City citizens currently has equipped all TIN 930 units with live link functionality. Members of the SCPD monitoring team are all familiar with the 305-page manual and do 24-hour real-time surveillance of the city spread across 3 shifts. Could have sent immediately about this, but he didn't. He panicked really hard. So, yeah, you're definitely a bullshit year and a half. I'm definitely director of the SCPD. To the ultra technical overview. To the ultra efficient compression rate and speed of the labeling system, real-time surveillance of the city is now possible without any delays or stutters. All visual information captured by the TIN-930 units is sent to and stored in 2 places: the SCPD monitoring server and the Trinity surveillance server. Hey. Yeah, you could have said this earlier. The moment you started accusing you with the picture showing the difference between the 190 meters android and you. But you didn't. Did you? You have an operation log. That makes 2 pieces of evidence to show I'm no human but an android. Besides, whatever happens to an android, we cannot intentionally harm humans. It's true that I can't repeat your evidence. That is correct. It's perfectly clear fact. You just shut up for a second. I'm thinking. You still have no thought of backing down? Nope. There's no more use for talking. Haven't I given you enough evidence to prove I'm not a culprit? No. And my investigation hasn't been wrong thus far. Along with the evidence I've uncovered myself, I'll combine those clues to reveal the truth. All the bases of evidence split in 2. You still have waterproof paint on you! Paint? I have no idea what you're... Let me show you my proof. And that's that paint, and I can see it through your feet now. Oh, you poor thing, it's all over for you, huh? If you're not a perp, then somewhere you do have paint on. I would pop for your lines, Eddie. Well, let me show you. It's a truth you can't dodge. Hey! You catch me up guard for a second. Oh, we're doing this again. Okay, sure. That's... This is a few different parts. What's the big deal? Oh! GG's, motherfucker, going to jail. So... Hey, why are you crying? You think I'm a horrible person now? The detective, could you please set me up? This was... No. I'll decide once I get some answers. That's true. We need that. You see, I'm still curious about some things. Ask me anything you do like. I'll tell you anything. Ah, screw it. No matter how much you gave me, I shouldn't have touched a Trinity human. Day? Finding the paint. That was a good thing to work. You showed me evidence before that said your feed streams 24 hours to the SCPD. Are you really lying about that? How could I? It's true that it's streaming all the time, but you don't care if it's down a few minutes. So you just cut before a crime, get it done, then connect again with them none the wiser? Smart. That's not the money. Our patrols sent us to places with bad signals and places with too big of crowds. Us? I mean the peacekeeping androids. If your registration number even real? Yes, I hired one of the droids around here and bought his parts to use. Then you drew the lens and torso together. Right again! You've got the idea. So you didn't sleep for 95 hours. I don't care how many body minds you got. They won't let you go 3 days without sleep. But if you hit a super strength, likely it runs the chance that they're selling these days. 3 days isn't that bad. Of course I know those are illegal. Indiana so thin chance or so. Dude, you really been pushing your body then. If you keep eating your body with those poisonous lumps of chemicals, you think it'll keep going without a hitch? I'm aware of the risks. That's the only option if it's going to impersonate an android. Think about it though, I'm getting pissed. You thought you were nothing but preview this and now we dead. Then you're stibbling and begging to be left up the hook? But it almost worked. My reasoning almost had an investigator tripping over. I just pretended to slip up. It was an act. Of course, and I believed every word. Christ. What a pussy. And more than all that, there's one thing that really has me curious. Why did you attack your victim? Don't you know? I thought you were sure to. Yeah, of course I know, I know it all. But I wanted to hear you say it. It's different coming from straight from the source. Did I tell this you let me go? Me attacking his team trying to research her? Never! Never in my wildest dreams would I. What? Huh? Why did it suddenly cut off? AI! What's going on? Sub connection. What? Your connection are you okay? Wait, the SCPD? I'm sorry, but you were in. I didn't know. What the hell is going on here? You were in charge. I really didn't know. Ma'am? Please wait one. Is this the one that we were talking to on the phone in the previous episode that we tried to ask the picture to send us so we can work on the case? Probably. Who would this dude be? I just didn't say it was. To continue where she left off, the case you were investigating SBTK 57877 was being managed by Trinity? You. What are you trying to say? It was John from the start. It wasn't a case to be handed to a detective like you. The person in charge of the case made a mistake. Sorry for that tedious apologies, but what does that have to do with anything? You just shot a person. Do you think that means I can't dispose of you too? What? Isn't it obvious? This case wasn't even meant for you, but you were brilliant and found your culprit. But even the simplest of jobs like checking documents and delivering tasks, that case advisor just couldn't handle them? Isn't it obvious who needs disposing of? No. And that person was. Outstanding performance is rewarded. Failure is punished in kind. Oh. So the L boss was killed. That's the vow that our Trinity Corporation makes. Wow, Schmau, you just killed Miss Ayu! Stop blowing up fuse and listen carefully, B. I have a reason for reaching out to you directly like this. This isn't merely about apologizing for an inconvenience, it's about rewarding hard work. Rewarding? Then save Miss Ayu! You're quite the entertaining one, young lady. Her skills are incredible, but she's got a less than great attitude. If a client does something illegal, then she's more apt to fight with them or even report them. It's exactly as y'all wrote. Zero compromise. Are you looking to throw down right now? You're the type who can't set one foot outside your house. How are you presuming to throw down exactly? And why can't you exactly? But even with the attitude, I don't date you. If you think you're going to keep blabbing like that, yes, I understand that you're refusing the compensation. When most imagine a reward from the Trinity Corp, I don't want your dirty rewards. I'm so not interested. And B, keep one thing in mind. Aesthetic performance is rewarded. Failure is punished in kind. If you remember that, then your future is I'm so not interested, so get lost! So yeah, why can't you go outside? Maybe the Steam description is gonna explain what's up with there, I guess, maybe? I haven't actually read it much. I want to mainly go into this game blind. Maybe that was its Messiah? I should just try calling her? Miss Ayu, are you alive? Officer Ayu won't be at her desk anymore. Then where did she go? She couldn't continue working due to personal reasons. Is she dead? I'm sorry, but a simple information android doesn't have clearance for private personal files. Apologies for not being able to help. That's okay, Nana. Alright. Right, bang. Oh! Whoa! There's no plan B, episode 1. Oh, are we gonna get the preview of that though? Just a little bit? And I guess the entire demo was just episode 0. I'll have it. And we're gonna be entering into episode 1 whenever that's going to be released. Other than that... Damn, that mechanic's costume was something. Besides that... yeah, definitely getting the... all of the episodes that are going to be coming out for this game. Yeah, for sure. Be is one of those absolutely sneaking. Oh, so she's high-end introvert, or extreme social withdrawal, as a social person. Okay, that's why. And hey, everyone can record this or stream this, but we have to put stuff in the description. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. I mean, it's a safe game to do, so if it wasn't, I would be having a little bit of issues, unfortunately. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you... oh my god, 1 hour. I'll see you in another video real soon.